Hey, we're Evacuate the Fallen
at Sound Rehearsal Studios.
I'm here with Sarah and Jared from Evacuate the Fallen, and we're going to have a little sneak peek into their rehearsal tonight, starting with a few questions for them. Firstly, how would you describe your music?
I'd like to take this
I
one.
was just going to say Jared.
So we are basically a pop rock band with a female singer. We have a little bit of a sprinkle of it, like a little bit of a heavier edge in our music, and a little bit of electronic stuff, to appeal to all the audiences. But yeah, basically a pop rock band.
Okay, so when you say appeal to all the audiences, so you have that in mind, so you're sort of thinking about who's listening and how you're going to tailor your music?
Yeah, we try and write all our songs so everyone can at least grasp onto some element of our songs. So whether it's the catchy melody, whether it's a heavy part, whether it's, electronic, yeah, we try and make sure everyone can at least appreciate some part of our music.
I think as well we like so many different types of music, so I think it naturally just comes out like that as well.
And what's been the highlight for the band so far?
We've released our first EP already. We went on tour with that a little while ago, and that was all up the East Coast. So we went for Brisbane, Newcastle, Sydney and Melbourne. We got another band and we got in the van and we're basically away for 2 weeks. So that was pretty great to just be on the road with a bunch of friends, playing a bunch of fun shows, meeting new people. So that's probably one of our main highlights, being on tour.
Well, that's what it's all about, really.
Yeah.
Going on tour. And what do you find is the biggest hurdle for the band? What if you're self-managed? Are you self-managed?
Self-managed.
So what's the biggest hurdle, or what do you find most difficult about pushing the band forward?
Just exposure. Like, you kind of need to have a representative to get on a lot of lineups and get a lot of shows, but at the same time to get on, to get management, you had to have already done this. So it's, trying to just worm your way in and, get on something. But I think that's what we've found definitely the most difficult.
Worm your way in, I like that.
Try.
Who is in your support team? So other than just the members of the band, have you got some other people that support you in what you do? And if so, who are they and what do they do for you?
I think our producers definitely, we wouldn't even be, or even sound the same if it wasn't for them.
Give them a plug.
Yeah, this is Shane and Dave from Electric Sun Studios up in Sydney. They're the first studio we ever recorded with, and we've continued to work with them over the years. And they're just so good at what they do, and they teach us a lot. We learnt so much about songwriting just from the first time we went there, the industry itself. Every time we go there, we're just like sponges and soak up all their knowledge.
Yeah, I think the best thing about working with those guys is you're working with a professional, but they're really easy to get along with as well. So it's like recording with old friends. Every time we go out there, you have that instant connection with your producer, and you're on the same wavelength straight away. So I think that's the key to writing and recording successfully, is just clicking and having the right people working with you. And I think that's what we've really achieved.
Awesome. So, lots of new young bands come through the studio. So what, if you had to give a single piece of advice to a new, young, upcoming band, what would the advice be?
Can we have some advice?
I would have to say to anyone, just work out basically what you want to do and just stick to it. Don't let someone push you around or try and tell you the best way to do something. Obviously take advice from people, but sometimes not everyone's advice is correct. So you've got to really, stick to your morals and what you want to do. And I think that's where you'll be most successful, because you'll be happy with what you've achieved there.